We're going to read Stinky, Spike the Pirate Dog.
Stinky, Spike the Pirate Dog.
You got it.
A people skeleton. Stinky, Spike the Pirate Dog.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Chapter 1, Shipyard Dog. Spike the Pup's story begins at a busy shipyard. But, unlike most dog tales, Spike's tale starts with his nose.
Making a joke because of that white.
Yeah, they are. Spike had a super sniffer. It was the world's most powerful nose. I smell fresh pufferfish pie 3 miles away, he'd yip. Grilled barracuda burgers 2 beaches down, he'd yap. Couple of stink bats up in that tree, he'd yowl. Yeah, he is. We don't smell any stink bats, the other shipyard pups would cry.
Stink bats are stinky.
They are.
Yeah, but we need to get a bath.
Indeed. What Spike loved the most were the nastiest, ickiest, foulest stinks he could sniff. Yarp, yarp, yipped Spike with joy. Stale snapper scales baking on the beach, guppy guts piled in a heap, fly-covered fish eggs stuck in the seaweed. Yum! The shipyard is full of stinky smells today. But life on the docks wasn't all fun and smells. Being a shipyard dog was hard work. All day long, the pups ran up and down the docks. They protected the ship's cargo left alone by the sailors. They scared away the seabirds that swooped in for fresh fish, and they chased away the rats that snuck onto ships.
My eye fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. You okay?
Yeah. Anyway, it does not hurt.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Ships from across the world sailed into the shipyard. They brought new stinky smells from faraway lands. Spike wanted to stick his nose into all of them. Quit sniffing around, the shipyard boss would yell. Get back to work. Aye, aye, boss, Spike would reply. And back to work he'd scamper, yapping at rats and scattering the seabirds.
Look, that's not what you do.
No? What do you do?
I don't think that's what he does.
Oh, okay. One morning, Spike sat on the dock with his nose to the wind. I love the smell of rotten fish, he said. The breeze shifted, and Spike caught an even more powerful stench. Codfish, catfish, and big fat tuna.
Hey, what do you smell?
That's what Spike smells. That can mean only one thing. Spike dashed to the edge of the dock. A ship was sailing in. It was the Dandy Dogger, the biggest fishing ship on the high seas. Spike knew she'd be full of fresh fish, and that meant seafood for dinner. Arroo! Arroo! Spike howled to alert the shipyard. Ship ahoy! All paws on deck, bellowed the boss. Move your tails and get to work. The pups sprang to life as the Dandy Doggers sailed in. They grabbed the ropes and tied up the ship. They helped the fishermen unload barrels of fresh fish, and they guarded the day's catch of fish when the sailors were away. The Dandy Dogger brought more than fish to the shipyard.
Hey, look at this fish.
Oh, yeah, look at those fish right there. She also brought flocks of hungry seabirds, pelicans, razorbills, spoonbills, and gulls of all sizes circled overhead, looking for scraps. Shipyard dogs, do not let these bird bandits steal a scrap of this fish, shouted the boss. Gah! Squawked a hungry gull. You yapping furballs can't stop us! Spike guarded a barrel of blowfish.
But you can't do that.
No, they can't.
You can't go a barrel of blowfish.
No, he can't. Find your own fish, feathernecks, he growled. But the birds were much too hungry to be chased away so easily. A group of angry gulls began squawking and swooping and pecking at Spike. Spike was in trouble. "Scram, flappers!" he howled as he bolted at the birds. But there was a patch of slippery, slimy seaweed on the dock. Bless you. Spike's paws slid out from under him. He skidded off the edge of the dock. Splash! Spike landed in the ocean. He doggy paddled toward shore, but the strong current pulled him out to sea. "Bark, bark, help!" howled Spike.
That's too scary. I have to hide.
Sorry. But no one could hear him over the noisy birds. Are you done hiding?
Until I see no floating in the water.
Oh, okay. That's the next page. Finally, Spike spotted an old wooden bucket floating nearby. He paddled toward it. The bucket was covered with barnacles. Rotten fish bits sloshed around inside. Spike crawled in and held on tight. Luckily, the bucket was seaworthy. All right. All set? Chapter 2. Lost at Sea. Spike bobbed up and down in his bucket as it drifted out to sea. He watched the shipyard get smaller and smaller. Soon it was out of sight. All Spike could see was water in every direction. The hot sun beat down. The smelly fish scraps that once filled the bucket now covered his fur. Spike stunk. "Woof! This is the stinkiest I've ever been," he said. His stomach growled. "I wonder what the other pups are having for lunch," he thought. "Is it pricklefish pizza, squid soup, codfish cake?" Suddenly, a dark fin appeared in the water in front of the bucket. A second one popped up next to it. "Sharks!" squeaked Spike, as two hungry sharks swam slow circles around him. "Jumping jellyfish! You stink! Are you a skunk?" asked the first shark. The second shark laughed. "Look again! Skunks have a stripe. Methinks this is a shaggy sea pig. But do sea pigs smell like rotten fish?" You're going to hide from the sharks? Okay. "I could take a bite and find out," said the first shark, smiling a scary, sharky smile that showed hundreds of sharp teeth. Then the second shark laughed a scary, sharky laugh. "What kind of smelly furball are you?" "I'm a dog," whimpered Spike. "From the shipyard." "You're a dogfish?" asked the second shark. "If he were a dogfish, he'd be swimming with us," said the first shark. "He must be a fish dog." "No, I'm just a dog. Can you take me back to land?" "Sorry, fish dog," said the shark. "No can do. You stink so bad, you'll scare away our dinner." Okay, the sharks are gone. What's that? Okay.
I just don't mind to hear you talking that song.
Well, I'm done talking about sharks. Sharks slipped under the water and swam away.
See, that's why I don't mind.
Okay.
Hear it.
What if the next sharks like to eat stinky dogs? How will I ever get home? Worried Spike. It was a long night in the bucket. The next morning, a strong blast of water jolted Spike awake. It sent him soaring through the air.
I only want to hear you talking about water.
Okay.
Not a whale.
All right, well, let me finish the whale then. It sent him soaring through the air, and he landed on the back of a giant blue whale. "Well, hello. You're a mighty small dog for such a powerful stench," said the whale. "Well, you're a really large fish," said Spike. "I'm not a fish. said the whale. "But I swam a long way to find you. I had to see what could cause such a horrible stink. I thought you'd be a garbage boat." "Can you take me to land?" asked Spike. "I'm sorry, Stink Dog. I live way out in the deep ocean. Land is no place for a blubbery fellow like me," said the whale. Then the whale took a deep, deep, deep breath and dove back under the water. "Wait, how will I ever get home?" cried Spike. But the whale was gone. Okay, the whale's gone. You want to come back?
Yeah.
All right. Make yourself comfortable. All set?
Yeah.
Okay. Ahoy! Spike's ears perked up. Ahoy! You there! Spike looked around. It was a ship. "Yip, yarf, over here!" he barked, waving his paws. The ship sailed straight toward him. As it got closer, he saw a flag flying from the top of the mast. "Shiver me sniffer," said Spike to himself. "Pirates." The pirates on the deck of the driftwood stared at the pup in the bucket. They didn't know what to think. "Is it a mermaid with dog hair?" asked the first mate, Zelda. "No, you must be wearing a patch over the wrong eye again. 'Tis a fuzzy bucket with ears," said Zip, the pirate monkey. "Arr! 'Tis a dog in a bucket," said Captain Fishbeard. Looking through his scope. "But what's he doing out here?" "Well, he's sailing a mighty sorry ship," said Zelda. "Bless you." "Should we bring him in?" asked Zip. "Aye, 'tis the code of the sea to rescue castaways who are lost at sea. Even pirates must follow the code. Bring him aboard," said Fishbeard. Zip tossed a line to Spike. The pirates pulled him onto the deck of the driftwood. "Crusty clamshells! This sea dog stinks worse than rotten anchovies," Zip gagged. "Or spoiled sardines, too," Zelda choked. "Blimey, that's quite a stench. What be your name, mutt?" Fishbeard scowled. "Spike," squeaked the pup. "You're no ordinary Spike. You be Stinky Spike. Arr!" said Fishbeard, holding his nose. Chapter 3. Sniffing for treasure. There's a skeleton, yep.
Yeah, what was that Spike's home?
I don't know. Captain Fishbeard and his crew were known by every pirate who sailed the high seas as a blundering bunch. They never did anything right. In fact, they'd never even seen real treasure. "Captain, thank you for the rescue. Can you take me home?" asked Spike. "Arr! Sorry, Stinky Spike, but we cannot take you home. We be looking for treasure," said Fishbeard. "Well, maybe I can help," said Spike. "You think you can help us find treasure? You're nothing but a bucket-sailing, foul-smelling sea mutt. What do you know about finding treasure?" Fishbeard laughed. "I can smell treasure. I have the best sniffer on the 7 seas. If I find you treasure, will you take me home?" answered Spike. Fishbeard agreed. "Sniff us some good loot, and we'll take you home." Spike sniffed and sniffed. The driftwood sailed on. To pass the time, Captain Fishbeard sang pirate songs. Zip clapped and danced along. Yo ho ho, smelly matey be, lead us all to treasure, and then we'll shout, Stinky, sang Zip. Blast it, bellowed Captain Fishbeard. Quit your laughing, you fool! I don't see you making up pirate tunes or finding us any treasure. He glared at Zip, who was already rolling on the deck, laughing. Suddenly, Spike felt a whoosh of wind. I've never smelled anything like this before, Spike barked. Arr, hollered Fishbeard. You'd best not be pulling me wooden legs, Stinky Spike. No, sir. It's the smell of real treasure, yipped Spike, and it's coming from that direction. Zelda followed Spike's orders and steered the driftwood into Jellyfish Bay. In the middle of the bay sat an empty ship. The treasure is on that ship. I can smell it, said Spike. It doesn't smell like treasure to me, said Zip. That is one shabby-looking ship, said Zelda. Arr, and no pirates are on deck, said Fishbeard, drawing his sword. Maybe 'tis a ghost ship. Crew, prepare for a fight. Zelda brought the driftwood alongside the ship. Charge! Ordered Fishbeard as he charged ahead. Spike and the pirates jumped onto her deck. Arrgh! There's nobody here, shouted Zelda. Fishbeard and Stinky Spike searched below the main deck. Bless you. The treasure is down here. I can smell it, barked Spike. Spike charged into the main hold. In the middle of the room was a heap of giant sacks.
Also a pirate skull.
Also a pirate skull. Look at that. Treasure! Barked Spike, tearing one bag open with his teeth. It was filled with sweaty pirate socks, stinky pirate underwear, and salt-stained pirate shirts. Here's your treasure, Captain Fishbeard. I bet the smelly socks are worth the most, said Spike proudly. Blast! This is no treasure. This be a laundry ship, spat Fishbeard. Zip burst into laughter. Captain Fishbeard's face grew red with rage.
How do you do that?
It just happens when you get really angry. He stormed off, mumbling pirate curses about smelly socks and underwear. I don't understand. This smells like treasure to me. I'd better sniff real treasure soon, or Fishbeard will have me walk the plank, Spike said to himself.
I know, but he's at home.
Yeah. That night, while the pirates were all sleeping, Spike aimed his mighty sniffer into the air, hoping to smell something good. Hours passed. Then a strange sea breeze brought Spike a whiff of something he'd never sniffed before. Is this the treasure? Wondered Spike. He took the wheel and steered the driftwood using his snout to guide the way. He sailed through the night, following the strange odor. As the sun rose, he saw palm trees ahead. The scent was coming from a tiny island. Spike hopped overboard and paddled to shore. He trotted along with his nose to the ground, sniffing for the source of the stink. Here! Barked Spike. He started digging. Sand flew all around him. Finally, there was a loud clunk. It's a wooden chest, cried Spike. He clawed at the lid, but it was too thick. He bit the lock with his teeth, but it was too strong. He tugged on the chest, but it wouldn't move. At last the pirates found Spike on the beach. "Stinky Spike, this had better be real treasure," said Zelda.
"Arr! Don't just stand there. Get this chest out to the ground,"
commanded Fishbeard.
"Heave-ho! Heave-ho!"
sang the pirates, lifting the chest. Captain Fishbeard cracked the rusty lock off the chest with his sword. The lid popped open.
"Cheese!"
exclaimed Captain Fishbeard.
"The chest be full of cheese. Moldy cheese is not treasure.
Ah, that's too scary.
Stinky Spike, you'll walk the plank for this trick."
Spike was confused. "You are so goofy. How can this stinky cheese possibly not be treasure? It is the best, stinkiest smell I've ever sniffed." "This dog is bad luck. We should leave him on this island and be done with the smelly mutt," said Zelda. Suddenly Zip squealed with joy. He reached underneath the cheese and pulled out something shiny.
"Treasure!"
yelled Captain Fishbeard, dancing a happy pirate jig. Spike's super sniffer had found the long-lost treasure of the famous pirate chef, Captain Cook. Buried beneath the moldy cheese were gold cups, forks, and spoons. There were silver frying pans and plates. Captain Fishbeard and his crew had finally found treasure, and Spike had a new favorite stink: moldy green cheese.
"You're a true pirate, Stinky Spike. How about you join me crew?"
sang Fishbeard. "Aye, aye, Captain Fishbeard. A pirate's life smells good to me," said Spike.
"Arr! Then 'tis settled," said Fishbeard. "Stinky Spike, the pirate dog you be. Arr!"
The end.